we gotta talk about Trent team. We're gonna have you kick this one off, all right?
Yes,
The
sir.
Buccaneers versus the Rams 16-13. They both needed this win. This was the game. Like, which team is gonna start trending up? Is it the Rams or the Bucks? And the Bucks prevailed. So talk about that game, Trent.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to talk about the last 44 seconds. No, I'm kidding. But, I mean, hey, this was you got to call it. It is what it is. For the 59 minutes, it looked like a pretty bad Buccaneers team, and they were playing a pretty bad Rams team, which I saw yesterday that this is the first time the two Super Bowl champions played each other under 500 the following season in the years past because Bucks won, Rams won, and they played head to head both at 3-5. So and 3-5 and 3-6 or something, I believe. I forget what the Rams were at the moment, but yeah, huge win for the Bucks. I talked about it last week, saying against the Ravens was a must win. That obviously didn't work. So this was a must win by default. And the Falcons losing is a huge help because the Buccaneers kind of have to monitor what they're doing at this point. Because as it's looking right now, only one team's going to get in from that NFC South. But back to the game. The Buccaneers, the best thing I liked was that they got Leonard Fournette out of there and gave Rashad White opportunity to come in. And I think that's the explosiveness we need on offense. I love Leonard. I think he should be out there, but we're just overutilizing him way too much. We've seen it year in and year out. The shelf life on running backs is just is not there anymore. And when Rashad White comes in the game, he just gives us that spark that we need. He runs faster. He runs hungry. He runs harder, and that's just the way it is. So, shout out to the Bucks defense. Rams had negative yards in the fourth quarter. So that I mean, Bucks defense has as much as crap as they've been getting throughout the last couple of weeks. They prevailed when they needed to. They got a little healthier out there. Had Davis back at corner. Devin White wasn't walking on the field. Levante David was making plays. So, all in all, it wasn't a great game from the Bucks, but like you said, Joe, the win is what's important. You're looking at 4-5, tied for the division lead, owning the tiebreaker over the Falcons. Got to go to Germany and play a tough Seattle team, but 5-5, if they do win that game, 5-5 heading into a bye week would make Bucks fans more than happy with what we've been experiencing these last few weeks. So I don't think we're home free yet. I don't want to look too much into it. I don't think the Rams are as talented as people make them out to be. I think it was two average football teams playing each other, but the win is huge, and the win might just spark the magic that Brady needs and the team needs. Because sometimes that win, things aren't going well, but you could just tell in Brady's press conference, the way he hugged Byron Leftwich, that win, that win meant a lot to the organization and everyone inside of it.
Yeah. All right, Tombo.
Man, my fantasy team name is QB Wives Matter. And when I tell you, man, it makes a difference. Tom was struggling these first few weeks, man. He was going through it. And then after that, it just like something clicked when you said that last 55, 49 or 55 seconds of the game. It's just like Tom was like, give me the ball. We're going to win. And you seen it in his eyes for like the first 7 weeks of the season. It would be like that, and he'll have the look, but it was always like I really don't know. Like I'm not trusting what's going on. Another thing that happened is I think you all found your tight end, so that helps as well. What was his name? Otten.
Yeah,
Otten
Kate
showed
Otten.
up. Yep. So he showed up too, and Tom Brady loves a tight end. So he got a tight end. He got the win. The Rams, I still, like you said, they're gonna fall into the playoffs because of the division that they have. I'm still a little sour about that week one loss, but they still don't look like the team that they were week one as far as like defensive wise. I know you got a few injuries here and there, but another thing I want to touch on is the Rams. That Super Bowl hangover. Like what's going on? Like they do not look like that scary team. They went out and got Bobby Wagner added to the defense. They thought they was going to do all of this. Like the defense was back. We brought everyone back, and they're just not looking the same. Like, is it the quarterback? Is it the running back situation that they got going on? It just seems like it's a lot of turmoil that's going on with that team right now. And in the division they're in, they don't have time to be messing around because the 49ers just loaded up. the Seahawks are looking like the underdogs, and I mean the Cardinals, they're back and forth, but they're not a team to sleep on. So I don't know what to say about the Rams. I'm just leave them there. I think, like you said, these two teams both needed this win, and the fact that Tom Brady won the way that he did gives them that leverage to like propel over. And the Rams may be taking a downturn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Rams. Yeah, the Rams are not the same. Whenever people talk about the Rams, when somebody beat the Rams, they always say they just beat the defending Super Bowl champions. That's the only good thing you can say about them right now. There's nothing else you can say good. So that game, like I said, is both of them need this win. Which team is going to trend up? But when I look at that game, I'm like, are any of these teams going to trend up, or is this just two bad teams playing against each other right now? That's exactly how I looked at it. Now the Bucks might or most likely will make the playoffs just off the strength of their division. Their division is trash right now. They're literally battling with the Falcons, and Mariota is the quarterback. So that just says a lot. So you got Baker Mayfield as the Panthers quarterback, and the Saints. I mean, I don't know what they got going on over there. So, but the Buccaneers